Self-love. One of my favorite topics to talk about, because I think it's just something that goes on and on and on and on. So I want to get y'all thoughts about self-love. So I want to ask the question, Soncerae. Why do you believe that there aren't that many spaces for men to participate in self-love, or giving the promotion of self-love for men?
I think people are expected for men to be monolithic. Like, you know how they say masculinity, that's strength. So when a woman displays it, it's considered masculinity. It's really not, it's just a human thing that you're supposed to have. And the only way you can get that level of strength is if you love yourself, because other people are not always gonna love you. I mean, all of us can attest to that when we look in our comment section. Sometimes people don't say the nicest things. So you gotta be able to overlook that and know who you are as a person, especially as a man, because I'm telling you, even just online, men don't have like spaces for you guys to go to and be comfortable just being guys. And it's no vitriol or hatred towards the opposite sex, or just the negative stuff I see all of the time. It displays not a lot of self-love from most of the people that we interact with on a day-to-day basis.
One thing that I've noticed as it pertains to self-love with men, I think sometimes what we perceive as men loving themselves is their ability to compartmentalize things and distract themselves with activities. Like if I don't want to deal with what's going on, I'm gonna go work out, or I'm gonna go play the game, or I'm gonna go, in some ways that could look healthy, right? Like I'm spending time with myself, but sometimes that's just a thing that you're doing to avoid actually digging deep and getting into yourself as well. And so I think it's important that, we start with our young men, our babies, and telling them about loving themselves, what it actually means in practice, and not just saying love yourself, saying, hey, this is one of the ways that you can love yourself. You get what I'm saying? I just think we need to have that conversation with our sons and our daughters.
Yeah, and I think that's amazing that you said that, because I think it goes all the way to childhood. We have all heard that saying, men don't cry. We say these statements that stick with men. Men don't do that. And even when it comes to self-help, there's a big stigma. We've gotten away from it a lot, but we still have a long way to go with therapy. A lot of people will say, and being a coach myself, I've heard people say, well, if I can't figure out, how is a stranger going to help me? That's kind of not directed at me, but I've heard men say that about therapy in general. So I think that it takes people who are confident and have done the work. Like I have some friends, I won't drop names, but there's a friend who's amazing. He played professional football, and when he got injured, he lost himself because that was his identity. And I think most men identify with their achievements. They don't know how to separate. So outside of being an earner, they don't know what they're bringing to the table. What is their value outside of that? So I think if more people who have done the work are stepping up and they're actually saying, this is what I've done, it's kind of like, it's cool, kids, we can do it too.